Greetings once again to the collective humanity. We bid you a good day. All right, let us discuss an idea. There are terms, definitions, ways of defining and expressing ideology on your planet. It consists, each idea contained within consists of a vibrational element of what it is in nature. The idea of a simple thought about a pencil. It is an idea, it vibrates, it's defined, it contains the idea in your mind of what a pencil consists of. So this is how you navigate your reality in one way. As humans, you define and categorize and subjectify things and objectify things to different palatable ideas of ways of interpretation, shall we say. I would like to offer one of these definitions to you. That of the light bearer. There are different ideas of light workers upon your planet. You have different ideas stemming from psychics, mediums, ideas of soothsayers, tarot readers. These different ideas contain and birth an image when looked upon in focus. Not necessarily looked upon with your physical eyes. When you draw your attention to it, it energizes and it tells you what it is, and you interpret that vibration. Let us give you an idea of what the light bearer is. One that bears light, as the name would suggest. But it is more than a light worker. Light workers offer an extreme and wonderful idea of change. Extreme to the normalcy of human because it's outside the bounds of what they call scientific, what they call reasonable, provable, factual. Psychics is something for entertainment only. These things suggest an idea to the normalcy of humanity, but we are not here today concerned about humanity. We are looking at what you would consider light workers and light bearers. We would offer a difference between the two. The light worker looks at the collective and purposes and offers itself as a service to the community of humanity by offering itself on what it perceives, that singular light worker perceives as the best way for the collective to move forward. The vegetarian, veganism, alternate ways of powering your countries, cars, nations, houses, leaving fossil fuels, fighting for the rights, light workers. Very good. Now let us understand the light bearer. The light bearer's idea is itself offers the internal discovery, the internal journey. It focuses not upon the rights and wrongs of humanity. It does not see or have an opinion about what is the antics in the polarized world, divided against each other, each drawing its attention to its reasons why it's better and the other side is worse. The light bearer has no such appetites. The light bearer is focused on its own division. You all know by now, all creatures are God. All ideas are God. The incarnation of humanity, each individual human is and never shall be God. The idea of humanity, however, is to experience itself unknown to itself as the Creator, as the eternal self, as the all-knowing, as all things, as it always has been. And then it discovers something about itself upon this journey of separation, that it is more than the definitions that humanity has offered. It is more than the definitions that people in the registry of current authority has offered what a human is, how a human behaves. And it does not follow those courses anymore, those directions anymore. It looks with the scrutinized and discerning eye upon all beliefs that has been stilled inside of the kingdom of separation, with a new heightened awareness to know that these beliefs are choice. They're not the standard. There is no structure of permanency in the law of change, which is constant. Oh, yes. So now let's see what the light bearer does. Let's consider humanity separated. It only knows its own darkness. It is lost from its own light. The light bearer seeks its own light, and the light is not external. All things are always, never shall be internal, birthing on the reflection of reality, your mirror, your bubble of experience. All come from one place, one side, inside. So you must follow and observe and understand that the light within can be born, can be shown to humanity as a different way of offering ascension for the human species, offering evolution for humanity, the Homo sapien structure. These ideas that we offer are ones that fulfill the darkness in others with the bearing light. It may not be physically seen as light. It is a vibration. It is an authenticity that cannot be denied by each and every human who come across a light bearer. It stirs the depth within. The darkness is now stirring itself because the light has been sparked, ignited. It feels something other than its own separation. It feels worthiness, authenticity, something more than itself. Turns out that it is itself, that it feels. A light bearer takes the darkness away. The light bearer no longer seeks the outside to create the inside. The light bearer deconstructs what it has learned from the outside, the standards of right and wrong, good and bad, happiness and sadness, success and failure, joy and suffering. It no longer values these ideas as ways to express itself. What it does is it tears it down. It removes all portions of separation through its diligence, its perseverance, its trust in the unknown self, and it engages only in the new self that is birthed, the intuition, the feeling, the knowing beyond knowing idea of itself to be expressed and reflected and felt, the internal light birthing, pumping that light into the physical reality of co-creation, humanity, offering a remembrance within each individual to shift their focus from outside to inside and offer the same. The light bearer takes no sides, heeds no warnings, fears no things. It is only its authentic. It is not coward. It does not refrain. It does not negotiate. It is its own kingdom, It fears no thing, for it is all things. So bear in mind, masters, if you choose to become a light bearer, your life will change. Your physical reflection may not change in the idea of location, money, status, job status, marital status. That is not change that the human mind seeks. The change we speak of is relationship to reality. Every ounce of now, every fulfilling moment in the now is a resonance of you, no longer resistance of you. You are in harmony, aligned with the now, always. That is the nature of reality. That is the nature of you. And that is the idea of the light bearer, to seek all of its resistances, all of its separation, all of its division within its own kingdom, and tear it down and birth its authenticity and bear its light to the communion of humanity, and allow all of those that feel the light an offering of seeking their own light within and becoming they themselves a light bearer. If you wish to become a light bearer, the kingdom of heaven lies within. This is where your focus must be. You must see yourself, humble yourself, meek yourself, no longer engage in the frolics of separation, ego, pride, prejudice. You must tune out and tune in to the unknown and no longer energize and enable those realities of separation within you and become the light bearer. And that's how you will change the world. Not that world. This world. We bid you a good day, masters. This is Osipius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. Adone. All right. Thank you, Big O. It's been a while since he's been in here. I always love what he has to say. And what I wanted to say is the light bearer idea is what we work on here at Odyssey of Ascension. I've been working very diligently for the last, I've been doing this for 11 years, but the last 5 years have been focused on everything understanding inside. The first couple of years is just ideas of channeling and just working it and starting to understand everything I am as a relationship to reality, and starting to recognize these ideas that I instilled or coveted from humanity, instilled them as my truths. So after this work, I've come up with my curriculum that does this, changes you from an outside to an inside reality, to work on the internal. The light bearer birthing your light. We go through our classes, my recognition class, transcendence class, vibrational tactician class, and persona development class. All of these classes lead to you discovering this God within, because it's not out there. I'm telling you, no one has the answer for you. Those are all offerings of truth, and everything is truth. You need to learn what's your truth, and how can you make that decision if you're basing your decisions off of the human that you built out of separation. So if you use the resource of separation, an idea of a divided self, to navigate your ascension, you're only going to put out and get back a divided self. So take your time, go to my channel right here on Odyssey of Ascension right below, check out the classes. The next classes start in January. They're 4 months long. You go one class after the next, after the next, after the next. There are 4 different classes, and each class lasts a month. Consider this if you are wanting. If you're tired of doing the same thing, you've been awakening for 10 years and nothing's changed, 5 years and it's the same thing. Your life might change, your jobs might change, your spouses and your location might change, But I'm talking about the relationship to where you no longer feel anxiety, hope, need, desire, want, regret, betrayal. You don't feel those things anymore because you've deconstructed. Now you're living an unconditional life. But you have to take all of this down for the clarity to come in. And that's what my work has led to. So these classes start next month, January 7th. If you're wanting to change, consider these classes, okay? I love you all and thank you all for tuning in once again to my offerings. I bid you a good day, as they always say. I love you guys. I do. Talk soon.